Hello guys, Zef here. So I think I'm making this video after a month. I was on holidays and quite busy with the work as well. So today's videos I will be doing CPU A10 safely removal. I have seen few videos, but the way we are doing, I think that is much more easier. And I thought maybe I'm gonna remove a A10 CPU because there is a short which is, I think, most probably under the CPU. We have to take it out and re-ball it. So I will show you how to remove iPhone 8 CPU removal. So yeah, I'm sorry guys that my camera is I think the that stand, where the camera is, it's not actually, the base is stable. As soon as I touch the table, it's not actually the table which is vibrating, it's the hand where the camera is mounted. So as soon as I touch my table, so you will see a little bit of vibration in the picture, so that should be okay. So anyway guys, first of all, we know this is underfilled, so we have to remove the glue from the all four sides, and without damaging any of the component which is there. So you have to use this sort of blade. First of all, we have to remove, we have to just soften the glue with this blade, and then we will use another tool. So let's start it. So we need a hot gun, and we need a right temperature and right airflow, otherwise you're gonna damage the component. So with this blade we are not removing the glue, we are just, so first of all we have to, it's better to preheat it so that the glue is melted. And then start removing. Yeah, you can see that is pretty clear. So this sort of job you have to be patient. So unfortunately, if the CPU, because of too much heat, and if you are not using your tools right way, if the CPU is damaged, there is no second chance. CPU is gone, there is no repair. So we have to do just this much from the fourth side, and this side as well. Don't go too deep, because if you go too deep you can damage the layers, and that will be a bit difficult then once the, so there are small components here. If these are broken, you might not have one of the functionality not working, so be very careful around here. And you have to remove the glue, because if you don't remove it properly, these components, when you're removing the CPU, can come up, and then difficult to put them back. So be very patient. There is not much space here, and just be very careful not to damage anything. So this is like sort of repair. You do it right. If it's fixed and you do it wrong way, it's all gone. You can't use another CPU. So we have done the 3 sides, and make sure you are on a safe temperature. So what is the safe temperature? Safe temperature is, this is what you have to learn. So I have to be very gentle here because I don't want to go to upper layer and okay, that's our look. So guys, this part is we have removed little bit of glue with the blade. So next thing we will be using is this tool here. So what the thickness of this tool is, I think I can put you maybe here. Yeah, then you can have microscope view as well. So let's again start from here, and now we have to actually separate these all components from this glue, so that when we remove the CPU, none of these components come out. So if you are into sort of high-tech phone repair business, this is what you should be learning. So as you can see, we have not damaged any of the component. They all looks good. And now the next process is removing the CPU. So guys, before now we start removing the A10 CPU. So let's check one more time if we have removed the glue properly. So I will put you under the microscope here. So okay, so all 4 sides, as you can see, the glue is removed, and then while removing the glue we have not scratched any of the layer, which is very important. I think most probably this is where sort of I see that is liquid damage that has shorted the board, I think. But anyway, so now as you can see, it's all properly removed. So let's go now here, and then we will start removing the CPU. So guys, it's summer in New Zealand and Australia. So we have got very nice juicy strawberries. So we went to strawberry farm yesterday, and it's yummy. Mm. Anyway, so we were at now removing the CPU. So removing the CPU, make sure we don't have to damage the pads on the PCB board and of course on the processor. So it has to be a very safe removal. A10 CPU has got three very small ICs which are soldered onto the CPU. You will see when I remove it. So if they are broken and came out, so there is no problem. But if you are doing iPhone X has got the same sort of ICs, but if those ICs are broken or came out, they are critical. You have to put them back or make sure when there is a little bit different way of removing the iPhone X CPU. So anyway, let's do this now. So same way, and the air, what is the air pressure should be the air pressure, and the temperature is very critical for this sort of repair, because as you can see there are lots of components and this is underfill, that one there is underfill, so you don't want to damage that. It has to be right. And what's the right temperature? And is you can only figure it out either from learning or from experience. So anyway, so guys, you can, if you know how to do preheat, you can do preheat as well, no problem. So now yeah, you can see that's fine. So start from here. So this is, you should know how much force you have to put here, so that, and this you can learn either someone is there to teach you. So you have to go along, and I can feel the pressure, and there you go guys. So now we will examine here. Sorry if light is too much, but I think I can, I will do it later, but let's give it this. Okay, so anyway, so you can see, so now we will do an examination, so like how successful we are. So let's start. I hate it when this doesn't focus right. Anyway, that's all good. So as you can see guys, not even, maybe I should, anyway I will show you from the other camera. So Anyway, so we will just move around and see how perfectly not even one paddy damage and not even one component has came out. So this sort of perfection is needed. And now look at the CPU. So let's move around. So I told you if these small ICs, they are not there on A10 CPU, they are not important. Okay, so that's all done. So let's look on the here. Let's move it closer, see how, because this one, if I go too close, that will blur. Anyway, so this is, yep. So as you can see, very nicely it's done, and that will be a successful repair. So guys, the next is cleaning the glue from the PCB and then removing the glue from the CPU. So this is very important to learn how to clean PCB and then the CPU and then reball it. For some people, reballing is difficult, but if you know the right way and the right solder paste and what temperature of right solder paste you have to use, how to hold the stencils, then honestly speaking, it's not more than 10-minute job. So if you are into phone repairing business or you want to learn, we offer logic board repair courses. So you can go to our website or you can give us a number here, which is, I will put it in the comment. So I will be, because I'm busy doing some other things, so if I have got time, I will put another picture how to clean the board and then CPU and then reball it and put it back. So if I have got time, I will do it tomorrow or day after tomorrow. So thanks for watching. If you have to ask anything, you can write in the comment and I will try to answer. Thank you very much.